start.
I guess power play, it was in a hot streak and now it's slumping a little bit. Are you guys seeing anything differently when you're watching the tape back?
Yeah, I think just we had a crossbar last game, and it's just, I think we're creating some chances. It just takes the power play is also about finishing chances, and I think all year we haven't been really good at that. We had that good streak where we were scoring, but when you get chances, maybe you get 2 chances and you create a couple really good looks. I think you gotta just try to bear down, and try to finish those chances. Sometimes it won't go in even hard as you try, and then sometimes you get those goes off the D-man or whatever. But yeah, I think we try to improve every day on it, and just try to work hard on it to be better, because it's 30 games almost, and we're still we had a hot streak, just need more consistency.
When you're going through a personal whatever, do you change anything out or do anything differently?
Well, yeah, you try to learn from the games you play, and when you go through a slump a little bit, it takes mental toughness. That's one thing. You can't go down on yourself, because then it's over. So just gotta try to reset. Sometimes you get frustrated, but you can't let that get into your game, because then it's hard to come back from that. So you just gotta. It takes a lot of mental side, to try to reset for every game, and we try to. I don't know, you switch too much. You try to learn more, like what can you do better to maybe get the puck more and be more effective, So, but as long as you get, you gotta just try to get chances. That's one thing when you go slump like this. So, just try to get to the net and try to get close to the net. And when you get chances, eventually it's gonna go in. You just gotta stick with it and not get frustrated.
You had the highest face-off percentage win last game. Is it something you've been working on?
Yeah, I feel like last year I was, trying to really, because it really affects the game a lot if you can play with the puck more. And mostly I take off, like in the offensive zone, I take the face-off. So I've tried to work on it, and because obviously we want to play with the puck. So probably started last year to work on it even more and think about it.
You mentioned mental resets. What is your process for you? How do you do that?
Yeah, well, you try to learn from the last game, and then you gotta wash it. You can't be thinking about the past too much. Because tonight is again a new chance to play a good game, and it's tough. Sometimes it's tough when you want to be effective and you want to score and you want to help, because that's my role. To help the team offensively, and when it's tough, it's also rubs you wrong way mentally. But that's when good players, great players. That's what you gotta just stick with it. You can't fold, you can't quit because nothing is going your way. So, and then sometimes you don't even. When you're a hot streak, sometimes you don't even play that well, and then you get 2 goals off your ass, basically. So it goes like that sometimes. And then when you're in the slump, you get chances, you work your butt off, and you still can't finish it. So, but you just gotta stay with it. Yeah, Sisu, yeah.
It sounds like Gabe's back in town for the foreseeable future. Is it just nice to have the leaders around the team again?
Very nice. It's just good to have him around the meetings and in the room. So just good to see him every day. I think it brings another, obviously our biggest leader since I've been here. So just really good to see him, and good to see he's doing well.
Jared, moved you as center for the last game. You said maybe that sparked something. Do you feel like that sort of got something going for you last game?
Yeah, I feel like I did it last year a little bit when we had injuries, and center is a lot different than playing in the wing, so it takes adjustments a little bit, like how you play a little bit, but I feel like you get the puck maybe a little bit more sometimes in the wing or in the center spot, so I think that's what he was trying to do.
Thank you, Mikko.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Mikko.
Yeah.
Just starting to maybe find ways to play the right hockey that you want.
Yeah, well, definitely. We just talked to Coach this morning. We were going over some of the numbers of how we're doing. Sometimes it's better to have that in a little bit versus your feelings, because those are black and white, right? Like there's no emotion involved in that. We're creating offense. Sometimes puck's not going in as much as we want, but we're giving up way too much on the rush, and giving up some glorious chances that we gotta buckle down on. And we watched the video of that today, and sometimes you need a little bit of a wake up call like that throughout the year.
Calgary's a team coming in, they're kind of going through their own struggles. It does provide a lot of an opportunity, especially early in the game. They give up a lot in the first period. How important do you feel like the starts have been for you guys in terms of just getting off on the right foot, starting your game the way you want?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important in every game. I mean, you can't win the game in the first period, but if you're not ready to go, they can get out of hand and be you can put yourself in the hole pretty quick. So it's always important to start fast. There's no easy games in the NHL, so we're expecting a tough game tonight.
That's all I got. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Just for you, how special is it to play?
That's always pretty cool, especially when we get the opportunity to go back to Calgary. Just seeing the team on the other side, knowing that you're rooting for them to go upbringing, and all your buddies are still fans of the team too, just being from Calgary. So it's pretty cool anytime you get up.
I'm sure you always got family and friends who are watching, but do you always have a few extra people watching these games?
Yeah, most of my family and most of my friends for sure watch all the Calgary games. So I think it's probably cool for them all the time. We go up against them, that there's a little more familiarity with our team as well. I know they're tuned into our games all the time as well as Calgary, so I think it just makes it a little easier on the team.
Ross was talking about as a team bring a little bit more energy every night. He was saying that your guys' line owns kind of a lot of that just from perspective, where you guys kind of try to set the tone.
For sure, I think our line, can be brutal to play against and play the right way. I think it's nothing fancy. It's get the puck below the dots, sort of forecheck hard, finish checks, make life hard to play against as a team. And I think if we do those things, we're going to come up with more pucks, get traffic to the net, and that's sort of a staple of our game. It's nothing crazy, but I think it can be really effective if we're playing the right way. So it's on us to try and spark the guys a bit. We can be the energy line, and that's what we're looking forward to.
It's just kind of whenever you come back here, I imagine the feelings, emotions.
For sure. I mean, it's always exciting to see familiar faces and former teammates, and you never those banners never get old. I actually was counting today up there how many I was a part of, and it was there were six of them. So I was obviously one being the most important. So my time here was special and something I'll never forget.
That's awesome. You sit there and you look up and count.
Of course.
Sixth division, right?
I think it was conference, division, President's Trophy, and Stanley Cup. That's right. Yeah.
I know it's been a little bit now, but does it still almost feel like yesterday?
It really does. I mean, I think anytime you come back into this building, it's just, the feel, the smell, kind of everything just brings back some great memories, and definitely doesn't feel like too long ago that I was here, and it really wasn't when you look at it. So it's always special to come back and see, like I said, see some friends.
I know y'all don't go back there often, but when you go to Tampa Bay, do you get kind of a similar feel when you're out there?
Yeah, we haven't been there yet this year, but yeah, it's definitely, the dressing room, the celebration. I mean, that's something that you always kind of envision and reminisce about, and understandably so. So it's, definitely two rinks that are special for sure.
Do you stay in touch with these guys at all?
Of course I do, yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you go that deep in a playoff run and win it all, I think that's something that kind of bonds you for life and brings you together. So these are guys that are going to be lifetime friends of mine.
I'm curious what you think about Gabe Landeskog. When you were here last year, we still didn't know if he was going to play or what ended up kind of happening. Just what is your opinion on all that and seeing what he's been going through since that Game 6?
Yeah, of course I keep in touch with him, and his spirits seem to be up. And if there's one thing I know about that guy, he's an absolute warrior and a competitor. He's going to do everything he can to get back on the ice. So that's something I'm not worried about. Obviously such a great captain, and I know he means a lot to the team, and they probably miss having him around.
For your group tonight, what do you guys just kind of, obviously you're pretty familiar with the team on the other side, what are you guys kind of expecting for tonight?
Speed, pace, obviously try to stay out of the box, good power play, so, we want to keep the puck out of, Nate and Mikko's and Kale's hands, so, try to limit their time and space, but they're a quick team, we're going to have to be ready.
And then just as the season as a whole, just kind of how do you kind of more than 25% of the way, and how are you guys kind of settling?
Yeah, it's taken a little time to adjust to. I think just a lot of new situations in terms of systematically and structure. So, but now I think the last 10 games we've been playing well, finding our game, and tonight's going to be a great test for us.
Team, are there things you've come to appreciate, maybe takeaways that were really special about that group that you want to implement in this Calgary team?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think it's just the winning culture and kind of starting with that. I mean, the atmosphere and just the belief and the confidence that you can go into any building and win any time, any place. I think that's a crucial component to have, and just everybody's accountability. I think you can rely on everybody, and that's what winning teams do. All right, guys. Thank you.
Appreciate it, sir.